You can say to people all day long, and people can tell me all day long, "Oh, I'm worried about you. I'm worried about you." But you know what? If I'm the one that chooses to go back down that route, I'm gonna. It's my choice, and you can't stop it. You can't. You can't. You can't. You literally cannot stop an addict from wanting to be an addict.
By now, we've all heard the unfortunate news that Saturday morning around 11 a.m., Aaron Carter was found in his bathtub, unresponsive, and pronounced dead on the scene.
Aaron Carter's heartbroken fiancée and friends huddled in tears. A sad scene as the 34-year-old's body is removed from his Lancaster home.
Now, I know I'm sorry this video took me a few days to make, but I really wanted to have some respect for the family and allow more information to come out, as well as the fact I didn't want my videos to be in the same space as those that people were just making to capitalize off of his death. I've never made my Aaron Carter videos for views, and I'm not going to start now. There are so many unfamiliar people now interested in Aaron's story that they're making up these wild conspiracy theories and using clickbait titles to try to explain his death. So in this video, I'm coming to clarify a few things and tell you what really happened to Aaron Carter from one of the very few reporters that reported on and cared about Aaron while he was here. Now, you may not agree with my methods, and hell, you may not even like my videos, but even in private conversations, Aaron knew my intentions. So let's get the first fact out of the way. Aaron Carter was not killed for talking about Kanye West. He's been talking shit about people for the last like 4 or 5 years. It's nothing new. The videos you guys have resurfaced of Aaron driving, asking for donations to move out of California, was at the height of his paranoia about 5 years ago and has absolutely no correlation. I've also seen that people are saying he's been murdered because they requested a homicide unit to come investigate. But guys, that's really not uncommon for a high profile case, especially a high profile case that's drowning, right? The detectives just need to make sure that there was no foul play at hand when it comes to these celebrities. For the people saying that this was an inside job because his house sitter wouldn't allow the neighbors to come in to help, obviously didn't know that this woman was an immigrant who Aaron gave a job and a place to live. One, she was probably afraid for herself because she's an immigrant and now has to pick up and figure out what she's going to do with herself. But two, you have to remember this woman just found her boss in the bathtub dead. She probably called Melanie or Christy first to tell them, and one of them probably told her not to let anybody inside of the house until they showed up. Another thing with celebrity deaths and overdoses, their team usually likes to clean up the area before authorities show up to try to preserve some of the celebrities' personal items and, things that may make the celebrity look bad. You guys have to remember that the original 911 call came from a neighbor that heard screaming about he's dead and he's in the tub. The house sitter herself didn't call 911. As of 2 days ago, November 7th, the first coroner's report was released and cause of death was stated as deferred. Deferred basically means there was no physical cause of death, basically meaning that they have to do an investigation to the internal causes of death. That day as well, it was released that cops found cans of compressed air or duster cans in Aaron's bathroom and bedroom, along with prescription pill bottles. The police released a statement saying that upon finding Aaron's body in the tub, the water had turned a different color and his body was badly decomposed, that the smell was horrendous. The report also says that Aaron had not been seen since that Friday morning. The tub was still running and the water was still on hot. There was no saving Aaron by the time that the house sitter got there. So to the people who desperately want to believe that I faked videos or that other people just clipped together clips to make Aaron look bad, you have to swallow the fact that Aaron Carter died from an overdose due to years of addiction, untreated mental health, and negligence by the hands of Lancaster PD. When I posted the video of him doing Dester on live, I got a bunch of comments telling me that it was just a troll. That is until cops find Dester in his house. People claimed that we were reaching When we said that Aaron might be neglecting and abusing his animals, now we have a neighbor coming forward to talk about the animal abuse she personally witnessed. People called me specifically crazy for thinking that Aaron's new musician friends were just using him. And lo and behold, not even 72 hours after he dies, they're already dropping unreleased music with Aaron and promoting themselves, their careers, off of his death. It's disgusting.
Sorry that I went live and y'all had to see me like that. I'm sorry. I just want y'all to know that Aaron was a really good person. He really was there for me, and I appreciate everything, bro. He loves his son. He loves his family. He loved everything about his fans and how much support he received from them. Bro, I just want to say I love y'all and thank you for supporting me, man. This is not the end, bro. The end hasn't even started. Like, wait till y'all see and hear what's really going on, man, for real. Guys, I'm sorry that I went live and y'all had to see me like that. I'm sorry.
Of course, when the news broke and was confirmed, the condolences started to pour in, celebrities, fans, and friends. But some of the most interesting posts came from his brother Nick Carter, his ex-girlfriend Lena Valentina, and people he used to work with like his old DJ. They all made sure to state in their condolence posts that his enablers should feel responsible for this. They stated it's nobody's fault but Aaron's himself, and the people who knew he had a problem and encouraged his behavior. They said that he was fine, made excuses for him, and allowed him to slowly kill himself.
One, two, three.
Three? Oh, okay. Here you go. This guy's good. Are those uppers or downers?
I'll tell you in a minute.
I'll tell you in a minute.
I'm gonna pop a whole one. Say less. Say less.
All right. So one was gabapentin and Neurontin. Triazole.
Oh my god, I love that. I was off that yesterday.
0.25, which is for my insomnia. My Xanax that I'm prescribed to. Seroquel. Okay.
Someone said I'm only into drugs, Spencer.
Prescription, right?
I take, yes.
Okay, so I guess they're right. It's prescription. It's prescribed by a doctor, so I guess so.
Correct.
It's from this guy. First of all,
so if you're an artist and you get in the zone of like painting or getting like if you're in your music and you're focusing on a computer screen, you zombie out and you just like, and that's another thing that like, yeah, Xanax doesn't make you do that. It doesn't have to be abused. You focus on one thing. Okay, it just does. And if it happens late at night, you're tired, and I don't know, combination of things like stress, but
Coffee.
Coffee.
What's the fuck? Coffee.
Melanie.
Yo. What the fuck?
Miss Melanie.
Yo, tell this broad in DM. I don't drink.
I've never, ever, 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 ever seen you drink. This is my first time seeing you, ever. I mean, it's kind of funny, so I'm like letting it slide.
I need time for the real shit.
I just followed her.
Tika's cool too. I like Tika's
Yeah,
vibes.
you're here.
No, the real shit. None of that. I'm here, bro.
I know, but like
Right
you're
there,
here.
I called.
Aaron, let's see.
It's like two of us.
Let me see the bottle.
Yeah, you can never
It's dope.
Aaron,
What?
let me see the bottle.
I
Let's
haven't
see how
been
much you
screaming
drank.
all day. I'm talking like I normally talk. Anyway, Why does it
Jane
fucking matter?
How much have you? How much was there when you started this?
Oh, how much what?
How much was?
Each and every time in the last 5 years that his so-called haters thought he wasn't well, there was a welfare check called on him. And as much as he condemned and blamed those who called the police or showed concern for his health, I genuinely believe that those people kept Aaron alive for as long as they did. The abandoned child star inside of Aaron Carter just wanted love and attention. And because his addiction didn't allow him to see the love that he had, he got as much attention as he could. While I continued to go back and forth in my comment section with These people who didn't even remember Aaron Carter existed until he passed away. I want you guys to think about before you say I'm disgusting or I should be ashamed of myself or tell me that I helped cause his death. Tell me what you would have done to try to help. He had been to rehab over 5 times and had no plans of going back. His family tried to get him 5150 multiple times, but the cops were some of his biggest enablers and basically said he's a grown man and he's in his own home. We can't stop him. We're not finding anything illegal in the house. I'm sure they weren't even really looking. Him losing his career, tours, and money, that didn't scare him straight. Him almost being sent to jail, that also didn't do anything. Him given the opportunity to get his career back wasn't a wake-up call. Finding love, making the most money he's ever made, and even having a son couldn't stop Aaron from doing what Aaron wanted to do. Since none of that was a wake-up call, a community of us tried the only thing that nobody else had tried. Bringing attention to the fact that he needs help. News outlets like TMZ and Daily Mail literally ignored those who were worried about Aaron's sobriety and addiction. Literally ignored those who were emailing, DMing, and tagging them, telling them that people were worried about Aaron's addiction, just to turn around and make headlines about how fans and family were concerned about Aaron. These people aided in running stories that they knew were fake about Aaron, saying that he was okay and 5 years sober and back in rehab. For those of you that think I would be happy that Aaron Carter died, or those of you that seem to think my videos are bullying or distasteful because Aaron's no longer here, the things that someone did does not go away or stop existing just because they died. Aaron is no longer here, and yes, that's a tragedy, but that doesn't mean that people negatively affected by his actions while he was alive are just completely invalid. His victims of animal abuse, domestic violence, scammed fans, terrorized neighbors, and victims of his predatory behaviors, as well as those simply negatively affected directly by his addiction, still have to grieve. Some people's grieving processes are going to be worse than others due to the fact that he's no longer here and they may not ever properly get to heal. As far as my Aaron videos, I will be leaving those up. As far as my future content, for those of you who seem to care so much, I will continue to bring you stories from child stars, deep dives onto the music industry and business, and I'll continue to take you guys down this rabbit hole we call YouTube. A big thank you to everyone that has been on this journey with me so far, and those who just fell down the rabbit hole. I'm your tour guide, and we are far from done here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. My condolences to the Aaron Carter family, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video.